Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about revenue 2024 for Cybl, Cyberlux Corporation here, Department of Defense. This stock, I just did some math real quick. I was curious about its revenues last year compared to this coming year. And here, let me just show you this before I even, you know what? Let's look at the financial highlights for Q1 2024, which came out in May. Let me just let's just I want you to really absorb what I'm about to tell you here. Continued expansion across three key businesses, 5.8 million of bookings with customers in Africa, 2.7 million of bookings with customers in the Middle East, 1.3 million of bookings with customers in Asia. You do the math real quick. 521, that's $8 million right there. And then you add the 8 and the 7, that's 15 plus 3, that's 18. Let's just round it up. This is about $10 million in bookings alone. And let's look at these financials here, comparing 2022 to 2023. And you'll look at the revenue down here. You see the revenue? 2023 total revenue for that year, 20 million, right? Let's round it down here, 20 million. In 2022, it was 5 million, right? So we got a 4x in revenue from 2022 to 2023. But just in Q1 2024 alone, I just did the math for you and we rounded up a little bit. They alone in the first quarter got $10 million worth of bookings. And these are, by the way, a generation of new orders and firm commitments. That's 10 million. That's already double that of 2022, and that's already half of that of 2023. So I would assume, based on this alone, because we don't know, we'll have to wait until Q2, right? We'll have to wait until next quarter to see what those numbers are looking like. But someone did ask me, like, hey, what are the numbers? What do you project this year? And I'm like, I don't know. Let me do some research real quick. Let's add some numbers. And I mean, guys, just $10 million in bookings alone for Q1. Again, already half that of 2023. And there's more, of course. We know they have a partnership as well, a new one that got announced recently. Drone product included in the announcement of the new 61 billion appropriations for Ukraine. So who knows how much that's going to be. Let's see, special activities business units secured significant global assistance with. I'm looking for numbers. I want numbers so I can do the math. Obtain commercial credit line providing up to 3 million in financing subject to specific purchase orders from government customers. Continued wow, that's a big word. Institutionalization of the company as it prepares for future public market activities. Public market activities, interesting. AK, let's get that pink current status and get that CE designation removed. As we planned, we expect revenue in future quarters, including the next quarter, to return the company to operational efficiency, and they are highly optimistic about the trajectory of their business in 2024 and beyond. We're seeing sustained growth and profitability. Well, in Q1 they got what, 10 million alone? Again, just that's already half of last year's revenue. So I would project if if I just look, I'm just going to be conservative here. I'm going to project that the revenues for Cybl for 2024 are going to be about 40 million, which would be a 2x from 2023. Because remember, 4x here from 5 million to 20 million. So I'm going to be conservative and say, yeah, I'm going to be conservative and say 40 million. Because look, I'm just going to throw this out there. So last year, 20 million, right? Let's assume they get this 20 million again, plus the 10 million mentioned here in bookings. That's 30 million just there alone. That's already a 50% increase in revenue. Because those are new orders, by the way. It specifically says these are a new generation of orders and firm commitments. So that would, I'm just doing some basic math here, guys. 20 plus 10, 30 million. And I'm just going to add an extra 10 million on top because, again, that's just Q1. We still got a bunch of quarters to go. So a conservative projection of 40 million in total revenue, which again would be a 2x from current prices. And that is it for the video. I just wanted to give that projection because someone was asking me, like, what do you think the numbers are going to be? I'm just looking at revenue, by the way. I'm looking at the most recent Qs. Maybe there's more. Maybe it's going to be bigger than that. Maybe it's going to 4x again and it's going to be 80 million in revenue. It's possible, but I just don't want to give that high of a number. I'm going to be more conservative and say 40 million. That's a 2x in revenue. That's fine. And let me see, because they do. Let me see, where is it? They're very optimistic about the trajectory of their business and they foresee sustained growth and profitability. So if they foresee that, then we're going to see revenues skyrocket, first of all. Second of all, if we go to a net loss, where's the net loss? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Total operating expenses, that's not what I'm looking for. There we go. Is that what I'm looking for? Net income. Yeah, I guess their net loss was 3 million. So we should see, yeah, we should be seeing profitability this year for sure. Yep, that's what. Yeah, I know what. If they're confident, I'm gonna be confident in them as well because the math adds up. If their revenues are gonna skyrocket like that, again, just Q1 alone, 10 million. What if they get another 10 million this next quarter, and then another quarter three, quarter four? That's 40 million, close to 20 million here. That's 60 million. That's a 3x. But again, so yeah, I'm gonna stick to 40 million, 40 to 60 million in revenue, which unfortunately, when that PR comes out, hey, look at us, we're really growing and we're really expanding. Look at our big numbers, and we know big numbers like to move big headlines with big numbers like to move the stock. But unfortunately, if we're not out of CE at that point, then all we can do is sit there and go, yay, I'm glad you guys are growing, but we can't take advantage, unfortunately. So if you know, I dived a little deeper. I know normally I just point at a chart and go, haha, look, you buy there. I know that's what I usually do, but I'm trying to, move away from that and go a little deeper. Not too deep yet, because then my videos are going to be like an hour long with all the speculation that would go on as well. But I think 40 million revenue, we're going to see a net, a net income, not a net loss in the positive. Yeah, that's what I predict based on this. And that's it for the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one.